Hello, beautiful people. Welcome to my channel, Tarot by Bronx. This is Tarot Talk. These are Tarot Tings, and I'm your host, Boogie Down Bronx, and I'm here to take care of the Leos. Leo, if you are new to the channel, welcome. This reading can resonate for you if you have Leo as a sun, moon, rising, Venus, North Node, or South Node sign. Quick shout out to my Patreon and my TikTok. So a few different things. So on Patreon, I have I'm taking human design suggestions. Well, I'm doing a Q&A for human design, right? It's about love and relationships. So if you're on my Patreon, please comment under the post what types of questions you have about how human design and relationships correlate, or anything about compatibility, things like that. And then I also have a new health and fitness TikTok. I am very passionate about health and fitness. I do a lot of that every day. So I made a TikTok for it, and all that is in the description box down below. Okay. So that's just a few little things. You are the last, but certainly not the least sign I'm doing for June, for the June monthlies. And then we are going to get into some other topics, some other content for the remainder of June. And then we'll go into July's monthlies. Okay. So let's get into your reading, Leo. Let's flip over your cards and see what is going on, what you need to know right now. Okay. They don't care. Move on. Wow. And then you have speak the F up on the bottom of the deck. And then you have calm your tits. So they don't care. Move on. Let's see what that's more so in relation to. If we can clarify with this deck. Can we get clarity on they don't care? Move on. Casper, the scared ass ghost. Okay. So for some of you, something or somebody that you are still holding a grudge against, or have some type of malice towards, or like something that they've done to you or haven't done to you, or maybe they left you hanging or something like that. It is kind of like making you feel put off a bit. Okay. So if this is you, or you know that like something about somebody is bothering you, whether that is because they left you hanging, they ghosted you, that you got left in the dark with them, or you're just upset about something, it's a reminder to reflect back on self-love. Self-love is always top tier, is what this card says. So anytime that you are way too focused on somebody else and what they've done to you, or what they haven't done for you, then it's important to know that maybe there's something that you're meant to give yourself a bit more that you haven't been giving. You have abundance flowing in, and then you have reminder that you are always on the right path. So your life is going to elevate, it's going to thrive, it's going to be okay. Whether you have somebody in your presence or not, whether you get closure or not, whether you are connecting to somebody or not, whether you get an apology or not, you're always on the right path. So let me pull that card back out, but they don't care. Move on. Okay, so let's look at my everything deck and see what is it that Leo needs to really move on with. What does Leo need to move forward with? What does Leo need to move forward with? Still angry or hurt? Yeah, there's still some bitterness. If you're a projector, maybe there's some bitterness. If you're a Leo placement that is a projector, you're upset about somebody ending things with you, or there's still some hurt feelings surrounding this relationship that you have with the person, and you're just not really sure. You could be dreaming about somebody a lot, and this could be somebody that did a number on you for sure. Like whether this is friends, family, whoever. Can we get some clarity on still angry or hurt? Still angry or hurt for Leo placements. Long term. Okay. So we have it will work out. We have blessing in disguise. We have fire sign. So you could be involved with another fire sign, an Aries, Sagittarius, or a Leo. Something you could be upset at yourself as well. So that can go either way. You could be still angry or hurt upset about yourself, or something that came to an end in your life. Maybe it was something that you thought would be long term. Two messages with this one. Either something that you thought would be long term and it just didn't work out for you, and now you're having a hard time moving forward, or having a hard time not being angry about it, or feeling hurt within yourself. Sorry, y'all. It's like raining outside, and I was like, what? There's always some weird noises when I'm on camera, like outside going on. But yeah, so many of you, you thought this would be stable. You thought this would be in your life forever, but it turned out not to be. And then there's some anger there. Or this holding on to this situation is interfering with your long-term stability elsewhere. Okay. And you have hidden enemy, blessing in disguise. So even though for many of you, you are upset that a situation did not work out, this hidden enemy card can mean a few things. It can mean that this person didn't have your best interests at heart at all, or this person would have ended up being a part of your downfall, or something that was going to ultimately hold you back because for whatever reason. And hidden enemy, it doesn't always mean like somebody was out to hurt you or get you on purpose. It could be like they were blocking something from coming into your life, blocking a blessing. So anything where you feel upset, you feel angry about things that did not work out, be careful of self-sabotaging new things because you're not looking for them. You're not open to them because you're still so hurt and upset about this person or situation over here that actually did not work out, but it was a blessing in disguise. It wasn't supposed to, or somebody was supposed to leave or do whatever they do for you to get where you need to be. So what is the advice for Leo? What's the advice for Leo? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Forgiveness. Oh, Leo. It's time to forgive. Not forgive and forget, but forgive. Unrequited or unbalanced. Some of you are looking at this relationship or this situation from kind of putting the situation on a pedestal instead of looking at it from a point of view where everything was perfect. Everything was not perfect, okay? It wasn't. So you have, they miss you. So somebody does miss you if the relationship is not working out or it has not been working out. They do miss you, but this is really a time of reflection to see that everything was not perfect. Everything was not balanced. Everything was not okay in the relationship. And so forgiveness can be on your end for, you know, you're mad at yourself for even being in the situation, period, or forgiving yourself or other people for their flaws, their mistakes, so that you can just set yourself free and move on. When you forgive somebody, it doesn't mean that you let them back in your life. It doesn't mean that they got away with anything. It is for you. So you cannot be stuck in this energy of resentment, poisoning you and blocking you from seeing new blessings coming in to your life. You have teacher. Some of you, this was like you either were the teacher of somebody else or somebody was teaching you something. You have letters in name, C, W, Y, or V. This can be letters in your name or somebody that you are connecting with or were connecting with. But forgiveness is key in a situation for moving forward. And knowing that everything happens for a reason. And sometimes we just don't know why things end or why people do us the way that they do us. But we have to just be okay with that at the end of the day because it's life. So now, looking into Leo's energy, let's look more into what this is about, relationship-wise, possibly. It could be work or relationship-wise. Whoa. My car just flew across the way. Hold on. Okay, so tell us more about what this situation is for Leo. Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node, South Node. What does Leo need to know about moving on and who they are moving away from? Who is Leo moving on or away from? For some of you, Leo, you feel like this was somebody that could elevate your life or was going to play a very important role. You got the Tower. Could be an Earth sign, a Taurus, Virgo, or a Capricorn. Or you're seeing that they are doing very well. for themselves for some of you, and you're kind of like, I was supposed to be there. I was supposed to be with them, you know. So it's like this anger with that. So, or you see, it's like when you see somebody else in a relationship that you were with that person and then they're with somebody else, and you're like, that could have been me. Kind of like one of those things. Okay, so what else do we have with Leo and this energy that they're dealing with this person? That Should Be Me by Justin Bieber is literally playing in my head. Please, that should be me. Y'all know that's a throwback. What else do we have? Why is the Tower card here for Leo? And so this can definitely be a problem where your ego is really more hurt than anything. Because the ego cares about ourselves. Our egos want to protect us from feeling shame. So if there is shame surrounding your ego, feeling like you are able to be easily discarded or abandoned, then your ego will try to protect you from feeling those things, and you'll be hurt. And so it does look like a situation where could have been like somebody was chosen over you. But also keep in mind that like nobody is better than you. Okay? Nobody is above you and nobody is beneath you. When you can get that mentality through your head, it will make moving forward a lot easier, because we all have things that each other lacks, and we all have things that each other doesn't have. Because the Three of Cups in reverse tells me that there was a breakup, a separation, a Tower moment where you feel like you were pushed to the side, or you feel like somebody is getting what you deserve, right? So this is exactly what I was telling Aquarius and Leo. I was talking about it on Twitter, how Aquarius and Leo can be different. Because sometimes Leo has a why not me mentality, where Leo gets so caught up in why didn't I get this? Why is this not happening for me? I deserve this. And that's all ego. And then Aquarius can sometimes have the opposite problem, where they suppress that and they're like, why me? Like, why am I always going through hard things? Why is everything so difficult? Why do people always do this to me? Both of them are highly, highly wrapped up in ego. So for many of you Leos out there, you are struggling, and this is like an ego death for you right now, because you are seeing that, for one, you're when you are replaced, it doesn't mean that there's necessarily anything wrong with you. And so that's taking your ego out of the equation. And then also that you are not like exempt from going through hardships or like being replaced. So it kind of is like a double-edged sword there. You could be dealing with a Libra, Seven of Swords. This is something that you might have been able to avoid for a while, Eight of Cups and the Seven of Swords, but you do feel, for some of you, you feel betrayed. You could feel deceived with this energy. You're wondering like, what is wrong with me? Like, why was I pushed to the side? Why was I not chosen? Why me? Why? So why anything else with this Tower card here? And this is really going to be a time for you where you need to practice self-care, because instead of like holding the grudge or the malice towards the person or the situation that has happened, this is a time to practice nurturing yourself. Like if you've struggled a lot in your life with feeling replaceable, you felt, neglected by your family, whoever, or you were made to like kind of suppress those feelings, that those wounds are being reopened right now, where you're seeing somebody from your perspective, seeing somebody live your life that you wanted to live your dream, or you just feel left out. Like Leo hates feeling left out. And so for some of you, you do feel very left out of a scenario that you could have already been involved in, which makes it worse, or that you should have that. You should be in the midst of that and you're not, and that's really bothering you. And so for many of you, it's like hurting your pride, it's hurting your self-esteem. But this isn't a lesson in trying to break you down. This is a lesson in not taking things so personally. When people make life choices, when they move on, when they do different things, it doesn't have to do with you 99% of the time. And so Leo, being ruled by the sun. The sun is representative of the ego. Leo struggles a lot with not taking things personally when you feel like it is personal, but it's not always as personal as it feels. Okay, that's my biggest advice for you, Leo. So, what is the Ace of Wands? What is the Ace of Pentacles? Before I could even get it out, what is the overall advice? Many of you are still going to be getting blessed, highly blessed and favored, as long as you take your eyes off of this other situation and you're able to see what's right in front of you. Because a lot of you are looking in the back. You're looking in the rearview mirror. How are you going to drive your car looking in the rearview mirror? Looking in the trunk. No, face forward, guys. Face forward, Leos, because you are going to get blessed. 3 of Cups in reverse. You're still dealing with this friendship breakup or this feeling like you're on the outside looking in some way. But, and the 7 of Swords. I really do feel like you are being protected. You're being guided in another direction. You're being protected from something that you don't even realize. So instead of taking it so personally, like, what am I doing wrong? Why am I not being chosen? And focusing on the ego-based questions, just turn it around and say, you know what? Obviously, this is not meant for me, and I need to just focus on what I can do right and what is there in front of me. King of Pentacles, you're going to be successful regardless of certain people are in your lives or not, and it may not feel like that at first. Like, you're still going to get the love you want, the career you want, the money, the abundance, the success. It may not be the way that you imagined it or with who you imagined it with, but once you can kind of like get out of that picture, like that there's only one way to experience happiness and love and success for you, that you can experience it in another way, you'll be able to move forward finally. And it's going to take some time. It's going to take you surrendering, Pisces energy, and looking at the bigger picture, because for many of you, you're stuck. Sorry, y'all. I be forgetting to delete my old videos at my phone, and then my camera will just turn off in the middle of my video. I'm like, dang. But yeah, don't beat yourself up. Yep. What? This game protection. Don't beat yourself up. Thank God for unanswered prayers. Rejection and setbacks are a blessing in disguise. The universe knows best. So if you are feeling rejected today, my camera cut out one more time, I'm gonna be mad. But anyway, you're being protected, Leo. Don't worry about the rejection. You're being protected, okay? So that's what I have for you. I'm at Tarot by Bronx. Like, comment, share, subscribe so the channel can thrive. I can't snap with it on everything.